Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ariana, and today I'm gonna be telling a story time about some crazy shit. Just kidding, it's not that crazy, but so I'm gonna be telling the story about the time I snuck out and I got caught by the police with my friend, two friends actually. Yeah, and it's just like a little story, you know. It's our first story time. Me and Savannah have been thinking about we should do some story times. I said story time like 50 times. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, we're gonna be doing these kind of videos more because we just feel like it can expand what we're doing, you know what I mean? Alright, because we don't just want to make makeup videos, because sometimes makeup videos aren't the best thing to make. They're like boring, you know, you just watch someone put some shit on their face. That's it. So we're just gonna make some other kind of videos, you feel? Alright, so let's get into this before I stop talking, or I start talking more. God. Anna, and we're gonna name the guy Joseph, okay? Anna, Joseph. Okay, so me and Anna are really good friends still. Like, we're still friends. I'm still friends with her, but I'm not really friends with Joseph. Like, me and him talked, the last time we talked was like Christmas, and it's in December, so like, and it's August now, so like almost a year. So we haven't talked in a very long time, but this happened like 2 years ago. So like okay, we didn't talk from like a whole year, and then we talked again, and then we haven't talked for like almost a year again. So okay, so that day was like, it was like August 1st or something like that. It was around like the same time as it is now. So, but like of 2015. Yeah, 2015. It was 2015, the end of 2015. And me and Anna were like, Anna came over to my house and was spending the night. And it was like 9:30 at night. And we were like, yo. And I went up to my mom because we wanted to go to the gas station to get something. Because we were like, fat ass bitches. Just kidding. So yeah, we were like, yo, let's go get something to eat from the gas station. So we went upstairs and I asked my mom if we can have the house key to get it back into the house, obviously, because she wanted me to lock the door if we left. And she gave us it, but she was like, you have to be back by 11 because the curfew was at 11. Or like 11:30. It was like something around there, you know? So we went out there and we went and walked, you know, down the street, over, across, you know, to the gas station. So we get there and stuff, and then we're walking back, and it's now like 9:45, 10-ish. It's like between there, you know? And Joseph texts me. Okay, just remember this. Me and Joseph were kind of like, you know, like, it was like, ooh, how you doing? Kind of thing. Like, I had the biggest crush on him in 7th grade. Like, oh, he was so fun. He was good. I was like, damn, who that boy? So then me and him, like, but he's always been like he's a grade ahead of us. So, like, I was in 7th grade. Or I was going into 8th grade, so he was like a freshman. He was going to be a freshman. So, yeah, and he, like, me and him were talking and shit, and we always said we wanted to sneak out together, all this bullshit, right? But I was like too much of a motherfucking bitch to actually do it. The only time I actually hung out with him, like snuck out, was when he came over to my friend's house, because, but that wasn't really sneaking out, right? No. Alright, so like we have that little, like, you know, connection kind of bullshit shit. So then he texts me and he's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, walking. He's like, where are you walking? Like, home from the gas station. He's like, are you outside? And I was like, yeah, why? I remember, I was a stupid ass, like, in love stupid bitch, okay? I was not thinking straight. I was like, yo, like, nowadays, if some dude was like, yo, you want to sneak out? I'd be like, no, I'm not trying to go to jail or get my ass whooped by my mom. So I was like, yeah, I'm outside. And he's like, yo, like, in an hour or two, like, when my dad goes to sleep, you want to sneak out? And I was like, no. I was like, oh, but I was like, in my head, I was like, oh my god, yes, he wants to sneak out. So then, but anyways, he was like, so he said, yo, let's sneak out over. And I was like, yeah, sure, like, in an hour or two. So then we go back home. I don't give my key back to my mom. Like, she falls asleep, and I go up there and I look if she's sleeping, and she's sleeping. So then me and her, because like, my bedroom was in the basement, like, it was right here. This was my bedroom, and the stairs were like, you have to go down this hallway and up the stairs, and there's a back door right when you go up the stairs. And my bedroom was here. There was a bathroom, and then my brother slept over here, and him and his boyfriend, which were in the next room actually, were in that room. And so me and her had the key and stuff, and he texted me like 2 hours later. So we were like getting ready and shit. We're like, oh my god, it looks so hot, blah blah blah, you know, blah, stupid girl shit. So then we were like, but wait, your brother's here. Like, he's gonna realize we're gone. Like, Mario would used to, like, he would come over to my room and be like, yo, what are you doing? All that kind of shit. He'd always want us to go do something with him. Like, play a board game or something. Like, that's what we do. So we were like, okay, we have to set up, like, we set up pillows and clothing to look like us. Like, you know how, like, in movies they do that? They put, like, a pillow under the blankets to make it look like them? We were like, yo, let's try that. And I had these long-ass pillows, like, these long ones that were, like, this thick and, like, really hard, and they look like human-like. So we did that, and we put them under the blankets, and Joseph was like, yo, like, I'm outside, like, when are you trying to come? So I was like, alright, we're coming right now. So then we leave, we go upstairs, and we check on my brother, and he was, like, sleeping, I think. Yeah, he was sleeping, so we were like, okay. And we turned off the light, and it made it look like we were sleeping also, but we actually weren't. And we went, okay, so, like, when you walk out the back door, there's, like, we have, like, a fence, and then the garage. So then we had to go out the door, and then there's an alley right here, like, right when you go out the fence. So we turn that way and go down there, and then across the street from the alley is a park, and we're like, yo, let's meet there. We called it, it was Roosevelt Park. So we went there, and we were, like, across the street because we didn't want to go all the way, you know, because at this time it was like 11:30 to 12, so it was, like, between there, you know. So it was, like, past curfew, like, cops are already out, and this park was, like, the worst park to go to because there's homeless people there. This is, like, where the druggy kids go, like, all that shit, the bad park. Like, it was a bad park to go to, and there was, like, a school, the Longmont High School was, like, literally 2 fucking feet right across the street from it. So, of course, cops are gonna be around there. And then, so we don't see him anymore. So I'm, like, texting him, I'm like, yo, Joseph, where the fuck you at? Like, it's cold, like, it's dark, like, there's people going, there's cars, there's cops everywhere, like, you need to get your ass over here, like, now. So then, like, he texts me and he's like, I'm right here, and I was like, where, my nigga? Where? So then you see him, and all of a sudden I just saw, like, there's, like, a bunch of paths in the park, and, like, there's a park right here, and then, like, a lake. So then you just see him rolling over, like, on his little skateboard, and then he had a backpack, so, like, that didn't help anything, let's just say. So then he was rolling, and then we ran across the street, because I was like, yo, Anna, he's right there. So we booked it across the street, and we all met at the park, and, like, I have never, like, really, like, okay, let me just explain something. Like, I had the biggest crush on him, but I never really, like, talked to him. Like, nowadays, we have social media to stalk people and stuff, you know? So, like, they didn't really talk to him. I texted him a lot, and we called him shit a lot, but, like, we never, like, talked in person. Like, we did a couple times, but, like, not like this. Other than the time when he came over to my friend's house. But, like, it was really awkward that time. So, he said stuff. He's like, yo, where do you want to go? Like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, I don't know, I'm a pussy ass bitch. I can't say anything. So then, we just sit there for, like, a long ass time. We sit there for, like, 15 minutes just staring at each other, like, what are we gonna do? So then, we walked, so then, like, okay, Longmont High is over here, the park's right here. We walked up, turned this way, because we didn't want to be over here anymore. And my house is, like, right here, my house, Longmont High Park. So then we went, turned down the road that's, like, right next to the park. Like, you cross, yeah, you get it. And then we turned that way, and we went down. If you go, like, far enough down, there's, what school's right there? It's called, like, Longs Peak, or Twins Peak, or some shit like that. It's something like that, but it has, like, this big-ass, football, like, court thingy. So there's, like, a fence around it, all the way around it. And you have to hop the fence to get in it. So, like, we see this alley right next to the fence. So we, like, run down the alley, and, like, we're like, okay, we should just go sit at this school, because we didn't see any cops or anything. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna go sit at the school. So we jump the fence, and we go in the middle of the field, and we just lay down and, like, chill, and we're, like, looking at the stars, and, like, oh my god, it's so romantic, right? Just kidding. And we all were talking and just hanging out, you know, and we were all, like, doing dumb shit. We were, like, running around and, like, being stupid, okay. And we sat there for, like, literally, it was, like, at this point, it was, like, 1 in the morning. And we said we were only gonna stay out till, like, 5 or, like, 4. Because we wanted to get home before 4-ish, 5-ish, you know? So it was, like, 1 in the morning by now. And we all were just, like, chilling, you know? We were all just talking, and then we went. Then we left the park because we were like, we should really, like, let's go do something else, which was the dumbest idea ever because at this point there's cops everywhere. Like, once it hits, like, midnight to, like, 5 o'clock till 5 o'clock, there's cops all over this town, like, just looking around, you know, especially around this area. So then we leave the park, or the school, what the fuck am I calling it, the park? We leave the school, and then we go back to Roosevelt. We were like walking around for a minute, like, just walking and shit. We're like, we should just go back to Longmont. Like, you should go home, Joseph. We should go home. So then we get back to Longmont High. let me just explain something with Longmont High. There's lights everywhere. All the time. There's a football field, a fucking soccer field, there's a bunch of shit there. There's like lights all around the soccer field and the football field. There's just everything, and it's just bad. There's like cops everywhere, there's cameras everywhere. I was like, this is like the worst school ever. So then we all were like, it was so bright, and like, oh, we're so dumb. And there's like street lights, you know? So we were just sitting there next to Longmont. We were sitting on the curb next, so like the curb, Longmont High. So we were sitting right there, right next to Longmont. And then we were like, and then Anna kept getting this bad feeling. She was like, oh, Anna, we need to go home. Like, I'm hungry. Like, she was making up, problems for us to go home. She's like, oh, Anna, I'm really hungry. I want to go get some food. I'm tired. I want to go home. Like, we should go home. Like, it's really late. Like, come on, let's go home. And then I was like, I was fucking stupid. I was so in love with this kid. So I was like, no, let's go take Joseph home. Come on, let's go take Joseph home. Like, I like him. Let's go. And then I remember she was like, no, Anna, we really need to go home. And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, bro, this is Joseph. We need to hang out with him, please. And she's like, okay. She's like, we'll take him. I was like, okay, how about this? We'll just take him up to Sunset Road, which was right next to Longmont. We'll just take him there, and then you can go home, then we'll go home. And she's like, okay, that works. So I was like, okay, just like a few more seconds, I love this nigga. So then we go up there, and we're walking and stuff, and then we went like, okay, so we were walking, and then here's a road in Longmont. So we were just like the road to Sunset and Longmont High, like this road, and then the park, and then the Sunset. So then we were going, and we walked up to Sunset, and we turned this way. Walked up there, we turned that way, and then April sees cops. Just, oh fuck. She sees cops, and she goes, oh shit, cops. And she grabs me, and I thought she was like, okay, for the whole night, they kept going like this. They kept scaring me, because I was like, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get caught. And they kept fucking with me and saying, yo, dude, the cops. And I would run every single time. So this time I was like, no, right, I ain't falling for it, nope, And then she was like, no, Ariana, seriously, cops. And she grabbed me so fucking fast and made me run back. And we went like this. So we were going up this way. We ran back and we turned into this house that was over here. And we went behind this tree. And Joseph didn't see us run. So then he comes and the cops were already behind him. And then me and her were hiding. And we were going to jump the fence behind us. But then we were like, no, like, we can't, like, we didn't even think about that. Our head were fucking just like, yo, let's hide. So then, Joseph comes with us, but the cops see him, and then there's like, dude, there's cops everywhere, I swear to God. There's like cops from this side of the road to this side, to the back of us, to the front of us. There's cops everywhere, because, I will explain why in a second, but then like, they had like this little microphone thingy, you know, the little things that, the thing, I don't know what they're called, the microphone thingies, I don't know what the fuck they're called, So then the cop uses that, and he's like, get out here right now, like, blah, 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 I see you, blah, blah, blah. And then Anna was like, yo, we need to go up there, come on. So then we go up there, and she's like, and the cops, like, grab Joseph so fucking hard. I felt so bad. They grab him because he has a backpack and shit, so, like, obviously we're gonna think we're doing something bad. And they were like, you keep breaking into cars. They were saying we were breaking into cars and shit. Like, we were like, what the fuck? No. And, like, they sit us down on the curb, and they fucking, like, push Joseph to the ground. Like, they literally push him on the ground, like, grab his backpack, search his backpack, because they think we have shit, like, that we stole shit from people's cars. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we aren't stealing cars. I mean, getting into cars. We're not breaking into cars. And they're like, well, we saw you walking by cars. Like, people were saying this shit. And I was like, no, we didn't break into cars. I swear to God. Like, you can check his backpack. There's nothing in there that's stolen. And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And, like, I've never been caught by the cops like this. Like, I've got, okay, that's not the story right now. But I've never gotten caught by the cops, like, full-on caught. So then, and my heart was beating so fucking fast. I was like, I was like, oh God, my mom's gonna fucking kill me. Oh my God. I thought that if I gave them, I told Anna, I was like, should I just give them a fake name? Should I give them a fake name? I'm gonna give them a fake name. I'm not gonna tell them my phone number. I'm not gonna tell them shit. I thought that if I did that, I'd be okay. But then she was like, nah, bitch, if you do that, they're gonna send you to fucking juvie because they don't know you. And I was like, okay. So, like, they were like names, and she was like, Anna, she was like, blah, 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 what her name was, like, you know? And then I was like, she's like, birthday, blah, 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 phone number, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Ariana. I was, like, scared, but, like, I wasn't crying. I was just, like panicking, like, you know? I was like, so then, and Joseph, okay, so there's a bad cop and a good cop. They're like, the good cop was handling us, you know? And the fucking asshole cop was talking to Joseph. Like, he was so fucking mean to him, bro. I felt so bad. So then the good cop, he was like talking to us, and he was like, calm down, like, it's fine, like, what were you guys doing, like, why are you out? And I was like, dude, honestly, I just wanted to chill with this dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm fucking like 12 years old. I just wanted to chill with him. I just can't. I wasn't 12, I think I was like 13, 14. then he was like, okay, like, what's your mom's phone number? As soon as he said that, I was like, rest in peace, Ariana, because you're gonna die. So then I was like, I don't know. So then he was like, do you have your phone on you? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, can you check what her number is? And I was like, no. And I checked the number and I gave it to him, and then he calls my mom. It was like, oh yeah, by this time it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So then my mom answers, and I was like, please don't answer, please don't answer, please don't answer, please don't answer. So he calls my mom and he's like, I have your daughter here, Ariana. And then she was like, no you don't, like, she's in bed. And he's like, no, they snuck out, her and Anna snuck out to go meet with this dude Joseph. And then she was like, are you kidding me? And she was like saying all this stuff, and then she was like, okay, I'll be there. And then he was like, your mom will be here in like 5 minutes, because remember, it was like down the street, like the house was right there, like you just had to go boom boom, you're here. And then her mom got called, and they called her mom, and her mom got there. Dude, our mom's okay. So then Joseph's mom pulls up, and she gets out of the car, and I've never met his mom, because like me and him are like, you know. And then she gets out and she's like, she's mad, like she's pissed off at us. Like she looks at Anna, and she's like, and then she gets like talks to Joseph for a second, and Joseph is in tears at this point, like he's literally crying. Like me and Anna were over here, and Joseph was there. Like they want to let us all be together, you know. So then Joseph he went home like with his mom. You can tell he was like terrified for his life, and he got grounded for a long ass time. He said when we talked in December. And Anna's mom and my mom showed up at the same time. They pull up and both of them get out of the fucking car, and I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And the good cop talks to my mom and the bad cop talks to her mom, and oh god, it was so bad. So then the good cop was the good cop was talking to my mom and saying all this stuff, and then like he went like this to me, and like I went over there and I was like, I would not look my mom dead in the eye, like I would not do it. Like I was just like, and then she was just staring at me. She was like, and I was like, so then yeah. And then came over to us and was like, can we come by your house to get April stuff? And then my mom was like, yeah, that's fine, or whatever. And my mom, I get in the car, and I dead ass did not say shit. I was fucking scared, and I was like, she was like, why would you do that? And I was like, and I literally, I lied. I had to lie. Like I lied, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't remember what I said, but I said some bullshit story that wasn't even. I don't think it was real. I don't know if it was real. I don't know what I said to her actually. Maybe it was real. I don't know. But we get to my house, and it comes out, and me and her, they're like, go get your stuff, to get her stuff. And she's like, I need something to remember you by. So then I give her my shorts. What? These are the shorts. I deadass give her these shorts. She gave them back to me when she came out here like 3 weeks ago, but she did. I gave her those, and I was like, here, you just have these. These will remind you of me, okay? And then she like, and then we all went outside. They weren't like dead ass mad, because they were like, they've done it before, you know. They did it when they were kids, so they were just like, if y'all would have went to juvie, like, not our problem. Like, you would have just been stuck sitting there. Like, that's literally what they said. They were like, be dumb, you're gonna have to pay for your fucking shit that you do. Like, consequences, homie. And then like, we were like, oh my god, this is the worst day of my life. And then they said, they were like, well, you guys just can't see each other. That's what's happening. And then I think I got my phone taken away for like a week, and she got hers taken away for a week. We couldn't talk to each other or anything. And then yeah, that's basically the story. And then yeah, then we didn't go to jail, thankfully. Fucking thankfully. They told our parents that they thought we were breaking the cars. That's why they had us. That's why there's so many cops. Because there was like 3 other people, 3 teens, that were 2 girls and 1 boy that were breaking into cars that people said they saw. So then they see 2 girls and 1 boy, and they're like, you. So yeah, that's basically the story. It's really fucking long. It was just a little story that I wanted you guys to know about. Yeah, so that's basically it. We didn't die. We didn't go to jail. We didn't fucking get beat by our parents, fucking thankfully. Okay, guys, that's the end of the story time. Just kidding. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, Give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. You know the deal. Yeah, just comment some more videos that you guys want to see, and maybe some more story times. You guys like these story times, let us know, because I kind of enjoy making these more than makeup videos, to be honest. Like, I like talking to the camera more than, like, you know what I mean? I enjoy talking to the camera more than doing my makeup, but like, I like doing my makeup too, obviously. But yeah, so, oh yeah, by the way, I just want to say I'm sorry for not posting. We're sorry for not posting for so long. It's been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, something like that. I had to go to Colorado to get my brother. Like, they just moved in here. My brother and his boyfriend, they moved in here in July. So I had to get used to that, you know, we gotta adjust. And Anna came over. Anna was here. She came and she was here for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So then, yeah, so I didn't really have time to film. I was gonna film a video with her, but then I was like, I don't know, because I don't know. So then it just never happened, and I was just trying to spend as much time with them, you know, as possible. And I'm sorry for not posting, but I'm back. We're coming back strong with these story times, with these makeup videos. Okay guys, let me just say I'm sorry for keep looking at myself. If you see me doing that, like, I'm just trying to get used to it. I'm recording on my phone, so like most of the screen is just it's like all my face, so I can't help but look at myself. But I'll try to get better looking at the camera, I promise. I'm sorry, but yeah, anyways, that's totally off subject. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all, and I'll see you guys probably like in a couple days, because I don't have anything else to do. I like filming, so love you guys. Bye.